I'm a big fan of Dave Chappelle, the Dave Chappelle Show. Graduated in the early 2000s, big part of the world that I grew up in. And by golly, it seems that Clayton Bigsby is real. Let me drop the intro first.
I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need a help. Ooh, I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need a help. Ooh, that's right. I don't need nothing else. That's right.
Kingstream Entertainment.
What's going on? It's Ruslan with KingstreamENT.com. This channel exists to encourage, empower, inspire you to live God's dream for your life. That looks like all kinds of different topics getting covered from music, marketing, business, culture, and of course, God. Oh, and by the way, subscribe, hit the like button. I gotta send a big shout out to the King's Dream Patreon community, the most talented community in all the land. We do weekly Zoom calls, Friday night Fan Love Friday live stream music reviews. Links in the bio if you want to become a part of the family and keep the lights on, help make this whole thing happen. Also, shout out to all the YouTube members who are channel members here. Greatly appreciate you. Now, let's get into today's video. This is amazing, okay? This is amazing. So, earlier this week, Vice President Joe Biden said this.
What you all know, but most people don't know, unlike the African-American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community.
Unlike the African-American community, the Latino community is very diverse. What was he saying? Got a lot of critique in saying that, listen, what was he alluding to here is that by and large, black people are a monolith. They all kind of vote the same way, while the Latino community is very diverse. So he says this, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I did a whole video about it. You guys should go check it out. But then I woke up this morning, and I saw this on Twitter. And by and large, you know the algorithm gods are real, ladies and gentlemen. Clayton Bigsby, check this out. This is incredible.
We're willing to make to relocate it to somewhere that doesn't stand for justice, as our courthouses do.
But say their names, Alabama has some opposition from about 24 members and supporters of the Sons of Confederate Veterans.
Regardless how the next person feel, I'm not gonna take my flag down. If I got anything to do with it, ain't no monument gonna come down.
If you guys don't know Dave Chappelle, Clayton Bigsby, he is a black white supremacist who is adopted as a child, and he's blind, and he grows up his entire life with a white family, and he never finds out that he's black because he's blind. Google the skit. It's hilarious. They got him in to Make America Hack Great Again, right? And here you have this guy who is a Confederate, a Sons of Confederate member, and is fighting for Confederate monuments to be up. Let's watch the rest of it. I'm gonna pull this back one more time.
Regardless how the next person feel, I'm not gonna take my flag down. If I got anything to do with it, ain't no monument gonna come down.
Daniel Sims says he was adopted as a child.
My whole family's white. Went to all white.
Hold on. He said my whole family's white. This is how you know you white when you say white.
Grew up in an all white neighborhood. My grandfather was white, and he was the main one that fought in this war here. And he's taught me everything I know.
He explains how he'd feel if the statues and flag were relocated.
It may make my blood boil if they just come up here and feel like they can just tear it down. I don't see me still living if they do that right there. That monument ain't hurting.
He said, I don't see me still living. This man is fighting for a Confederate monument to not be taken down. And they're trying to find a compromise to just relocate it out of their town. And he's like, no, if they do that, I don't see me living. Over a Confederate statue. Let's keep watching. This is incredible.
That monument ain't killing my soul. It ain't talking bad to nobody. It ain't even racist.
But Dunstan
it ain't even racist.
To relocate it.
Oh man, no, this is not fake. This is real. This is a real organization. I googled the organizations, the Sons of Confederate Veteran Members. This is a real organization. And goodness, man, did Daniel Sims shatter Joe Biden's view of black people generally having the same views, unlike the Latino community. So yeah, it appears this is in Alabama. I'm not sure which part of Alabama. I think somebody said Huntsville. Whew. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. When it comes to Confederate flags, I think that we've just gone too far left, right? We've just gone too far left with some of these shenanigans, these cultural Marxist ideologies. Everybody's a liberal snowflake nowadays, right? Everybody's a liberal snowflake. Everybody wants these cultural Marxist ideologies and being politically correct, right? Why would you not want the statues and the flags of the team and the side that lost? Why would you not want those statues up? That doesn't, right? You should want those statues up. You should want those Confederate statues up, those generals that fought, especially him as a black man, those generals that fought for slavery. Why would you not want those statues up and that Dixie flag flying high and showing your American white flag? It's too many liberal snowflakes, man. Too many liberal snowflakes, too many cultural Marxists, too many of you politically agnostic people who are just so uptight about waving the traitor's flag. It doesn't make any sense, guys. What problem do you have with waving the Confederate flag? I mean, it's only the team that lost. We're only the only country that does that. It's just, we got to honor our heritage. By the way, not sure if you know this, those statues didn't go up until way after the war. Early 1900s, is in the middle of Jim Crow, to intimidate black people. Why would you not want that as a black man, to let them intimidate black people with their Confederate statues that were put up there substantially? I don't understand. It's this the liberal media, liberal elites in the coastal cities trying to take us white heritage down. America, you leave them statues up, you liberal snowflakes. This is how we sound in America in 2020. Why would you want the statues and the flag of the losing team still up? The team that fought to keep slavery because it was getting in the way of how their economy functioned. Especially as a black man. But forget as a black, I don't care that Mr. Daniel Sims is the black man. Guys, as a human, why would you want this up? Why would you want this up? Why would you want these statues up, right? And some people are on the far extreme, and they're doing goofy stuff like tearing down statues of Abraham Lincoln. I'm not talking about those people. Those people are dumb. That's nonsense. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about generals in the Confederate Southern Army who fought to have these flags and to have these things up in the name of heritage in America. What if there was a group of people who came and they just wanted to identify with their British roots, and their British roots is white Europeans, but they wanted to have British flags up everywhere? Because by golly, those were the first Americans, were they not? It was Britain. It was Britain that gave us our start. It was Britain that sent whoever, Christopher Columbus, and the guy who discovered America. I don't know how you discover land where there's already people have inhabited it, but whatever. You know, people want to get back to their American roots. Why can't they have their British flags up? Huh? They lost the war, so what? It's white Europeans discovered this country. Guys, this is nonsense. Okay. Take the daggone statue. Why do you want statues of this stuff? Imagine if Nazi Germany left up statues of Hitler and allowed people to fly the daggone Nazi flags. Why would you want that? Why would anybody be okay with that? Why would anybody be okay with that? Especially someone that they were fighting to enslave. That's what made the whole Clayton Bigsby thing hilarious, right? He was a black white supremacist. And you guys know I come down equally as hard on Democrats and conservatives. But guys, this is the part where conservatives, not all, but some, and Republicans, not all, but some, that push for this nonsense completely lose me. They say, hey, the Democrats are responsible. They were the party, that wanted to maintain slavery or whatever, right? And they were the racist party initially, and they were the party that was against Lincoln. And they say, well, they put up the statues, and we're really, we're not really a racist party. We're a good party. And then people would be like, okay, whatever, like cool, whatever. Let's take the statues down. Well, no, Well, if you guys aren't the racist party and you guys aren't for racism and you don't even like slavery and all that kind of stuff, which, you know, I think most Republicans don't like slavery and don't like racism, why would you want those statues still up? Mr. Republican, Mr. Conservative, right? Why would you still want those statues up? Oh, because of heritage. Whose heritage? You just said that Republicans had nothing to do with this. You said Republicans had nothing to do with it. It was all the Democrats. Democrats were the ones that were racist. And there's some truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that, actually. Why? So then why would you want those statues still up? Why would you want the statues of the losing team, the Confederate team that lost the Civil War? Why would you want those up? If you want to keep some of those, put those in a museum somewhere, people can look at them, so on and so forth. But leaving those out in the open, I don't get it. And maybe there's some Confederate Dixie flying watchers of this channel that can enlighten me. Or come on and explain this to me. I'd love to hear from some of you guys. This makes zero sense. This makes no sense. You can attempt to take something and change the meaning of it and redeem it, but not on this level. Like, this is just blatantly stupid. And to the point where he's saying, like, he would be willing to die for this statue and this flag because it ain't hurting anybody. Well, you don't get to decide how Confederate statues make other people feel who feel a certain way about racism and slavery and the history of this country and the Civil War that people fought. Those are my thoughts. I would love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Am I bugging? Am I tripping? I think this is this should be an open and case closed, open and shut, case closed. Why do we still have these up? Who is advocating for this? What is the point? What heritage? Whose heritage? Because this isn't American heritage. This is the losing side's heritage. These guys lost the Civil War, my friend. They lost. Okay? Why would you want their statues up? Why would you want this nonsense? This makes no sense to me. So maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm bugging. I could be wrong. Let me know what you guys think. And by the way, if you want to partner with us, go pick up some merch, kingsdreament.com/store. We got the politically agnostic shirts, the Yeshua's Dream, John Keith new album. We got the Windbreakers. All that stuff is up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. The notification bell. Appreciate you guys hanging with us, man. Thank you so much. Like this video. Share it with somebody. Let me know your thoughts. Am I tripping? Am I bugging? Who knows, right? All right. I'll be back later with another video. Peace.